And well, Matt, welcome to the pre-game hangout for the second episode of Villains Wanted. I am looking forward to this. Maybe unveiling a few secrets. There were some questions asked when we were just hanging out as a group, and yeah, maybe we'll get to the bottom of it. So, this is just a casual little hangout before the actual show. We're adjusting lighting and stuff and making sure everything works. So, how's everyone doing?
Still exhausted.
Yep. This is full of coffee. This is my third one today.
I mean, this is not full of coffee, but
Let's go.
I'm doing uppers, she's doing downers. Let's go.
You got to get up to get down, guys.
That's
So-
right.
fair.
So I get to show off my cool dice container that I bought at Norwestcon this weekend from
This is cool. I've seen it in
Geek
person.
Girl Stuff. What? Do you remember what that place was, Amanda? Anyway,
No, I don't.
so
I
it's-
literally remember nothing.
it's a dice container, and I have the matching dice, all of it in orange. It's really, really cool. I'll see if I can find a link, and I'll share a link or something in the. Yeah, Norwestcon was very tiring, and like, this is
From,
why
like-
we don't remember anything about it.
Usual con tiring, or how we all get really tired after social events post-pandemic now?
Yes.
Yes.
Both of those things.
But usual con tiring, I think.
And it was, for me, it was my first full convention back in meat space since the pandemic. I've done a couple of places one day or like one or two bits of programming. But this was 4 days nonstop. I had 2 or 3 or 4 pieces of programming every day. And it was a lot. And I was very much out of fighting trim, as you would like. It was hard. I loved it. I had a blast. I'm so ready to do it again in a year. But yeah, I'm tired.
So, like, what are some highlights from the con? Like, what are some of your favorite memories or favorite moments?
I got to sing on a panel for the first time ever.
Hey.
It was on a panel about being a musician and a writer, and a couple of my fellow panelists. Well, there were 3 of us. It was me and the moderator, and then 2 other musicians, and they had brought instruments with them. And
Cool.
someone in the back of the room asked if like they could play a little, and the guitar player on the end was like, "Hey, everybody know Puff the Magic Dragon in C?" And we're like, "Okay." So we did a little impromptu jam session. We had our guitar player who also played harmonica, and a penny whistle player, and me, and I sang leads, and they sang harmony on the choruses, and they played, and it was amazing. It was really cool. I'd never gotten to sing on a panel before, so that was really fun.
You
I
did
heard
like
a certain. Oh, go ahead.
surprise jam session to Puff the Magic Dragon. That's amazing.
I heard a certain someone who might be present, also turned a room party into a karaoke party.
I did not start the karaoke, okay? Curtis Chen started the karaoke.
Curtis Chen always starts the karaoke.
I just made it better. I just went in, knocked out a Gloria Gaynor song, realized the catalog had Taylor Swift in it, and announced that to the rest of the room. Everything else took care of itself.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah, so it
FYI,
was-
Curtis Chen, amazing writer and authir. If y'all don't
Yeah,
know
he's-
about him, you should check him out. He also has one of those velvety, deep, chocolatey voices. So,
It was fantastic. He sang lead on when I walked in the room, everyone was singing together Re Your Brains by Jonathan Colton, and he took the verses and the whole room sang the chorus, and I was like, oh, this is my kind of party. The party was sponsored by the folks at Clarion West. If you are at all part of the speculative fiction community and you're unfamiliar with Clarion West, look them up, apply to their program, go to their workshops. Come to their
yes.
parties all summer long. They have these amazing Thursday night parties. Like, Like, ain't no party like a Clarion West party, because the Clarion West party apparently has Curtis Chen finding the nearest sound system and getting us to all sing. So
There's a lot of karaoke at Clarion West parties for various reasons.
yeah, I was out on the balcony and Misha, my librarian friend, who knows I'm a singer, comes out and she pokes me. She's like, there's karaoke in the other room.
So Misha is actually one of the other big reasons why there's always karaoke at
Yes.
Clarion West parties. She has one of those portable karaoke machines and she brings it everywhere that she can.
I think anybody who owns one of those machines brings it everywhere they can.
True. They should.
So I had like the 1987 equivalent of that thing. Like it had 2 tape decks and a jack for the microphone. And like the last thing in the world I need is more band equipment right now, more musical equipment, but like I kind of want one.
What's the last tape that played in that machine that you remember?
Oh, it was probably like a sound choice or you sing the hits karaoke situation. Here's a fun fact about me. I used to sing at like fairs and festivals and telethons and like every sort of tiny local thing. And I always had to do a custom set because the time would be limited or they would want a certain genre. So I was making my own backing tapes on the high-speed dub a lot. But for fun, it was probably Andrew Lloyd Webber, The Premiere Collection, Volume 1, or perhaps the soundtrack to the Who's Tommy Broadway version, like 94-ish. That's probably the last cassette I played on that thing before I went to using my CD player for fun, and that just for like work.
That's amazing.
Listen, if they'd have had YouTube in 1990, I'd have had a completely different career.
Oh my God, tell me about it. You know, honestly, I'm thankful they didn't have YouTube or social media growing up. I feel like that's like, I don't know, it's like a whole other can of worms or, you know, for potentially embarrassing records of my youth. I did a lot of things that I am glad that there were not cameras around for.
There are no photos. There's no photographic evidence of, no, we didn't do that.
Mhm.
It's funny. We are going to have a generation of people who just like you just can't go into politics.
Or we have to accept that that's just going to be the norm now. Like as we move forward, we just have to be all like, yes, everyone's got naked photos out there. You just everybody move on. We've all seen each other's boobies. Right? It's okay.
Yeah.
Why, yes, I did drink Boone's Farm out underneath the power lines in Chumuckla, Florida, while stuck in the mud, waiting for somebody else with a pickup truck to come by and pull us out of the mud. Like, but didn't everybody? I mean, truly, we all did that. We all did that.
Yep.
It goes really quiet.
So,
yeah. What did you do? What did you just say you did? What? No.
NorWestCon was pretty fun.
Look it up. NorWestCon was great. I'm still exhausted.
Lots of good panels, lots of good energy. I haven't heard about a, COVID outbreak yet, so that's a good sign. I don't want to jinx it, but
knock on wood.
Right. Well, I have so far tested negative Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I figured that means I'm also negative because I was with you most of that time.
Because we were exposed to the exact same people.
Yeah. We were on a couple of panels together, and we had lots of steak at the steakhouse 2 times during the WestCon. It could have been 3 or 4 times. I will not make a secret of the fact that Sharp's Roast House is my favorite place to eat in that part of the state. So
I genuinely, I mean, girl math says I came out ahead on this too. Spent less time and money there than I normally would have because they had these free play pinball machines in the hall.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could go spend money or I could play pinball for free. So I did that a lot.
This is dangerous.
It really was. It really was. So I probably played $200 worth of free pinball over the course of 4 days. So
So
Look, I love it, but I'm bad at it. So at 50 cents a pop, like, yeah, it would have cost some money, but it didn't. It was free.
I never realized like how popular pinball still was. One of my buddies in California is like obsessed with it. He's got like 2 machines in his basement. But apparently, like, there are these pinball museums or bars like in almost every major city, including Seattle. I think there's at least 2 where one of them you could just play any of the games for free as long as you buy drinks. And it's super fun. But it's just like a game that I like completely just blanked out on. Whenever I'm thinking about like games that you go out and play at the arcade or at the bar.
And those are like that and skee ball are the only ones I ever want to play.
Skee-ball.
But yeah, a place like that where as long as you're drinking, you can play pinball for free. They would have to carry me out, just completely off my face drunk and still like going like this, just without, yeah.
Yeah, I need to introduce you to my friend Tim then, the next time he's in town.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
There's a Minecraft YouTuber that I watch, and he's so into retro pinball stuff that he actually built a pinball machine in the Minecraft world, and it's huge. He built this huge machine. It's amazing.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah. People are so talented. Ah!
I just saw somebody build, I was on Instagram and I saw somebody build the entirety of Pokemon Red and Blue in Minecraft. Like the map.
What?
So you can pop out and walk the world of that game. And I'm like, all right, incredible. I can't believe it.
No notes.
Yeah,
no
that's
notes.
amazing.
I'm constantly impressed by what people achieve in games like Minecraft, where you just give them like freedom to build and you just see what they come up with. Some of it's for good, although some of it's for evil. I remember there was like this whole movement towards like digital exhibits for museums where somebody I think built like a small replica of their country in Minecraft, and then they like unleashed it into the public and people could go and like explore their country like one-to-one in Minecraft. But then people soon found out that they didn't secure everything, so they could like you couldn't actually go up and like hit things with a pickaxe to destroy it. But apparently they forgot about rockets, so people just built like a crap ton of rockets and then like just blew the crap up out of the country. And instead of like kicking them out and like being upset, they're just like they're good sports about it. I think they just locked it down with the craters and with the destruction and just kept it as like that as the exhibit.
Nice.
People are just like the Jurassic Park quote, right? Like they find a way.
Find a way.
Yeah, they all want to
find
be
a
the
way.
T-Rex.
I gotta say, like we, several of the Dungeon Scrollers people actually got together on Monday night and hearing people's like stories of the ridiculous things they've done in role play games. Like, yes, absolutely fits that pattern.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake. Your players will find a way.
They always find a way. It's part of the best. It's incredible.
I mean, if there are no shenanigans, then are you really playing D&D?
Not correctly.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, speaking of playing, how did we all feel session 1 went? Do we have any high point moments? Any good memories?
I think it was pretty great. I am doing a voice. It's different, but it is still my voice.
I really enjoy it. It's so fun.
Yeah, I loved playing with your character that like, I don't like this person, therefore if they come near me, their socks are wet so much. And I actually told Roz this before we got started. I mentioned this on the Vengeance panel at NorwestCon about like that revenge can be big or small, and like how is it satisfying to your character and what serves the story, and that we have this character who's like a swamp person and like she makes their socks wet and everyone in the audience is like, oh. So yeah, I had so much fun that like I mined it for content.
Yeah, I think our characters have good chemistry. I think we have a good little mix of people here.
I also love that even in the first episode, Jake would be such a monster to us and possess Yang Yang's character, or like have him turn on us, and like,
You know,
That was
honest-
terrifying. Like I looked over at him and I'm like, "You okay, buddy?" He's like, "Sneak attack." Boom. I'm like,
You took a lot of damage. Yeah.
I did. I was at half hit points.
Yeah, I always try to make my characters mechanically sound for combat, but usually I'm planning on fighting monsters and not my friends.
Right? I gotta somehow get to be immune to sneak attack damage. Is there some way to do that? Probably not.
you
Not
just have
in-
one of your eyeballs in the back of your head.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea, Roz. I'm gonna do that.
I need to start building my characters to resist mind control, because like this is at least the second time that something like this has happened to my characters.
Okay, so if I take my creepy talking doll and I put it in my backpack facing backward, and I instruct it to say, "Hey, there's someone behind you," whenever a creature comes within 5 feet, will that work?
Oh.
Reverse Baby Bjorn.
Reverse Baby Bjorn.
Well, I mean, why not? Right?
Yeah, it should.
Well, what a fun move.
Although, probably I would forget to program it, so it would just say, "You'll never defeat my master," whenever someone comes within 5 feet of me.
And then
I
they're
mean,
just like
it would
they're
still
like
serve
sneak
as a warning. Like you would know somebody was behind you.
I do love that. You'll never defeat my master. Okay, sneak attack, sneak attack. Still doing it.
And then I'm lying there bleeding to death. "You'll never defeat my master."
Oh my gosh, imagine like far off in the future, your corpse is rotted away, there's just a pile of dust, and there's just this creepy doll, everyone walks past it. "You'll never defeat my master."
Ooh. What an
That
iconic.
is so wrong.
Well, okay,
Wait,
okay.
so I love it,
I
obviously.
think if I were dead, the doll would no longer be attuned to me, so it would no longer have the instructions programmed in. But something
Right.
could go wrong. is
I'm
what
like,
saying.
or something would possess it, and then it would have been so attuned to you that the possessed thing can't get its own personality to come through. Shit, I'm giving the DM ideas. I'm gonna stop now.
Okay. So
No,
maybe
don't
this
listen
could
to
come
me.
up as a plot point.
Don't
Like,
listen to me.
you think I'm dead, but the doll's still talking, so that means I must be alive somewhere,
Right?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Talk to us, doll.
You will never defeat my master.
Plus, you've been dead so many times at this point. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dead again. Must be Wednesday.
Yeah, I have to say I really enjoyed like the double wrinkle of like both trying to trick the heroes into thinking that we're like villains and giving them like a traditional dungeon experience while also dealing with the rats. Like hiding that from the heroes and making sure that those rats don't kill all of us. I thought that was
And they
just
were so
delightful.
cute.
Yes.
They wielded cuteness as a weapon. A
It
defensive
was all the
weapon.
voice. The
Yeah.
voice, Jake. They're so cute.
Like, we really should have known something was afoot when the rat was like, "I am also Robbie." We're like, "Uh-oh."
I mean, I think you all were. I mean, I saw it happening. I saw it very much that you all were like, "This is a smart rat," right? And then
This is
slowly
not
but
gonna
surely,
end
like the rat. Who was it? Where the rat was like, "All right, called my friends," and you're like, "Hold on, but how?" you know?
Right.
I mean, I
Hey,
hope
I was inspecting the rats to see if they had little brains protruding from their heads, but you did not say they had brains protruding from their heads. So I was lured into a false sense of security.
So sorry.
yeah, I look forward to when those rats make their next appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I thought that was a really interesting kind of way of playing. I think we're always learning more about it, right? I'm excited about this upcoming session. Kind of just see what you all take and run at this moment in time, in terms of seeing Galahad HQ, meeting with people, and dealing with Percy the Pony's death, which was kind of a unfortunate reveal at the end. Yeah. You're out a union rep right now. So there's a lot at stake at all of a sudden.
Yeah. How dare you create a cigar smoking pony and then instantly take him away from us after one episode?
I felt bad about it too.
And he had our backs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a loss for us, but I feel like it was also a loss for our audience because that character was just the whole thing, though, between Percy, the talking union rep pony with the cigar, and then the like collective brain, creepy, squirrely rat problem. It was like the most demented Disney movie possible. And I was so there for it. I'm like, oh, please keep it coming. Right. Remy the rat is scrambling brains instead of eggs, and like the horse from the Frozen movies and the horse from the Rapunzel movie are both smoking cigars and saying swear words. Like, keep it coming.
Death is just a temporary complication. I don't know why you'd be concerned about this.
Yeah, now I really want
I
to
think you're gonna vote on how permanent death is.
True, Nikolaus.
I believe there is a minority opinion going on down there.
Well, in my experience, this is hardly a this is very simply overcome. Barely an inconvenience.
I hope we get to hire his replacement, because then I want to just do like a series of like an interview series with anthropomorphic animals that each have some sort of like addiction.
That would be fun.
I want like a really coked up three-toed tree sloth. Like he's a sloth, but he's on meth. Like, so
he just moves at regular speed.
Yeah, so you take like the sloth from Zootopia, only like give him
like speedballs.
Speedballs. Just...
Or as like, Rumpus says in chat, one of us could run for union rep.
I was about to say, God. Like, that I'm a union member, and usually that's an elected thing. Like, we got to have a little union election, so maybe we get to like hear them debate. Like, maybe we get to like see their campaign statements. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I'm in the most fun union in the whole wide world. So like, I don't know how like normal people unions operate, but ours is amazing. And we have the coolest people run for office. So, I mean, our president is Fran Drescher.
That's hard to beat.
So cool.
The
I know, right? The nanny is our president.
Oh my God.
So I'm just doing some math on how many undead I could come to.
Oh God.
Come to the next meeting with.
Oh God.
And it's a number.
Are we rigging the vote? Is that what's happening here?
I think we need to like get them all membership cards, and they need to be dues paying members in good standing. But I was
gonna say, what if he raises dead union members?
We might can forge some qualifications though, as long as they're dues paying. Like,
Skeletons have an intelligence of 6, so technically, if you told them to vote for someone, they could vote for them.
And they have enough like opinion and free will to have have their each individual choice.
No, but if I gave them an instruction, they could follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Vote for who you think would be best.
Yeah. But if you gave them the ticket though, if you're like Drescher Fisher forever, like they would vote the ticket.
I love the idea that you're like vote for whoever's best, and like you and the other candidate are up there, and the other candidate goes free healthcare for the skeletons. The skeletons are like, that person's rad, yeah.
And I'm like, My magic is your healthcare. I cast Animate Dead at the end of the day, and you continue serving me.
But the serving part, we don't like the serving
Right?
part.
The other candidate is not our oppressor. So,
Fine,
like,
you know what? I just won't cast my spell, and then you'll all be free to murder anyone in your path. They're like, yes. I'm like, haha, done. Because
I do love it when homicide like becomes a campaign issue.
I
10
don't
out of
know.
10, no notes.
I don't know if you know this, but Animate Dead's duration is instantaneous. That means it animates those corpses or skeletons, and then they just exist. Like, they will break free of my control if I don't cast Animate Dead again to reassert control over them.
But if they break free, who knows who they'll vote for?
Every
Chaos.
24 hours.
Okay, so we got about 3 minutes till the stream begins, so we should take a break.
Yep.
But we will be back.
Okay.
See you soon.
So go away.